Welcome to my Sticky Note Quickie episode from this week's Blender Business Show. I'm your host, Producer Jaime. This week, our episodes are brought to you by Flintstone Media. And we'll get to my sticky note in just a moment, but first, here's our clip of the week pulled from our full episode titled Philanthropy That Connects with Your Customer Base.
We realized pretty early on that South Florida is very philanthropic. Yeah. Lots of charities, lots of causes, lots of ways to meet people and grow your brand through charity. And it just feels good too. You know, you're helping people. And really, I mean, a lot of the great charity stuff that we've been blessed to be able to do over the years, it's been just as great for us as it has been for the people that were beneficiaries, because you feel good when you do nice things for people that are in crappy situations. It really makes you feel like I am a freaking superhero when you can send a kid to Disney after they finish chemo. Like, that is an awesome feeling. So we realized that pretty early on. You know, we found Little Smiles very early on, and Little Smiles is turning 26. We're turning 26. So it's kind of like we've grown up together.
Yeah. So welcome to my Sticky Note Quickie for this week's Blender Business Show. As discussed with my guest this week, Virginia, philanthropy can promote you and your business into a position of leadership in your local community. But the absolute number one thing you have to keep in mind is that the work has to be authentic. This is not a fake it until you make it sort of situation. You have to have authentic intention towards helping others with every fiber of your effort. This rule simply cannot and should not be compromised. But the good news is that authenticity is truly easy to achieve as long as you're coming from a pure place. So as long as that is your mindset, you can move straight ahead to the next part, figuring out what to do and how to do it. Well, the good news is that there are two different approaches you can take. Number one, piggybacking on other people's philanthropy, as I have done time and time again through the KVJ show. Or number two, creating your own philanthropy opportunities like Virginia and the KVJ show have been fully focused on doing nowadays through KVJ Cares. And these both start in the same place, with you. So the first step is simply thinking through what really interests you. What pulls at your heartstrings? What talents do you have that you can lend to others? If you were to strip away your own needs to make a living, what would be those passions that you would pursue? Make a list. I'm serious. What are your answers to all three of those questions? What pulls at your heartstrings? What talents do you have that you can lend to others? And what are you truly passionate about? Then the next step is where things bifurcate. Doing philanthropy by joining others' efforts or creating your own philanthropic opportunities. It may be easier to start with that first one, doing philanthropy by joining others' efforts. It takes less time and effort to set things up since you don't have to do any of that yourself. You are guaranteed to meet other people and expand your reach because even if no other volunteers show up, you're at least meeting the organizers behind the effort. As an example, when I joined KVJ Cares years ago to volunteer to help pack up meals for Feeding South Florida, I didn't have to do any of the scheduling or organizing myself. I was able to just jump right into the effort, make an impact, and meet some great people along the way. So take that list you made by answering those three questions. What pulls at your heartstrings? What talents do you have that you can lend to others? And what are you passionate about? And do some quick searches to find those charitable activities that speak to you. Beach cleanups, toy drives, fundraisers, soup kitchens, volunteering your time for free music lessons, or to help rebuild the community center. The list is endless. Also, just keep your mind and ears open to the possibilities that may present themselves to you. Are there opportunities for you to volunteer to help others through your church, your synagogue, your mosque, or wherever your place of worship is? Are there ways for you to help out your community through your kids' school? Is your favorite restaurant hosting an upcoming fundraiser? As you walk through your daily life, just keep your eyes peeled and your ears open for charitable opportunities that may pop up around you. Then, once you have some philanthropy under your belt or are otherwise ready, try your hand at the second means of philanthropy, creating your own opportunities. This can be anything from collecting money and relief supplies for a local natural disaster and getting others on board to help, all the way to creating your own 501c3 nonprofit organization that addresses a particular community need, like what Maddie's parents did in creating Maddie's Fight Foundation to provide support to other children battling cancer and their families. Either way, through joining other people's efforts or by creating your own, just be sure to do something that you truly care about and believe in. Now, you may be thinking, well, this all sounds just peachy, Producer Jaime, but I am so busy building my business that I simply don't have time in my day for anything else, even helping others in more need than I am. Well, trust me, honey, I get it. Not only have I been an entrepreneur for the last 11 years with 0 grants, 0 investors, and very little outside help, I've also been a single mom for that entire time. So please, just trust me when I say that I get it. But try to just focus on flipping 1 weekend per quarter into doing some philanthropy. The good news is that it typically doesn't cost anything but your time. And if your time is your most precious asset right now, which, like I said, I completely understand, if you start the effort small by dedicating just 1 weekend day per quarter to doing it, you'll have plenty of time to plan ahead for it. And when it comes time to sharing, air quotes, content about your experience, keep this effort authentic as well. You can share or not share. It's up to you. In fact, if you don't share photos and videos of what you're doing, you are still exposing your business and brand to others every time you show up, just by being out there and meeting other people in your community. And much more importantly, you are still helping. And that is the most important part of it all. But if you do share photos and videos of what you're involved in, then remember to keep the main thing, the struggle and the people you are helping. Your content shouldn't be about you, and your business. It should be about spreading the word for their cause. Because, as I mentioned in the opening segment, authentic philanthropy is a great way to create disciples for your brand and business and build a community around it all. But it has to be authentic and come from a pure place. In the beginning of this episode, I mentioned a Business.com article as one of my research resources. Well, in their article, Why Are Small Businesses So Important? 10 Ways They Empower Communities, they go on to also share 5 meaningful ways to get your business more involved with the local community. So I am, of course, including a link to that article in the show notes for you. So check out that link along with episode 45 of Podcasting Your Brand. And as you listen, apply those strategies of discipleship along with Business.com's 5 meaningful ways to get your business more involved in the local community. Pair all of that up and grow your business through philanthropy. This week, our episodes are brought to you by Flintstone Media. Be sure to catch the full episode with my entire guest conversation on the main show feed. Just look up Blender Business Show on your favorite podcast player. And if you are a business owner, marketing manager, or content creator, join in the conversation with other Blender members on our Slack channel, which you can find the link for, along with everything else, at blenderbizshow.com. We are the Blender community, where business and media mix.